Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry that I haven't filmed a video in really long, but I thought I would finally film the video that I've been trying to film for ages, which is my book haul. However, I've left it so long that I've actually read 3 of the books and started reading the 4th one. So it's kind of going to be a bit more of a book review than a book haul. But anyway, I thought it would be enjoyable because I've been really enjoying reading and I just thought it'd be nice to go through the books that I've read. So the first one is Dream a Little Dream by Giovanna Flectcher. This was the book that I read that kind of got me back into reading, and I really love it. I really love Giovanna Flectcher, both as an author and as a person, because she has her own YouTube channel, which I'll link below if you want to go check her out. But I don't know, I really like her books, and this one kind of follows the story of a woman who is kind of stuck in a dead-end job, and she shares her friendship group with her ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend. So she hasn't got the rosiest life, and it's just kind of about her kind of becoming stronger and becoming herself more and becoming a little bit more independent, I suppose. But it has got romance in it. It is a bit of a romance novel, and it's really nice. I really loved it. It's called Dream a Little Dream because she starts dreaming about a guy, and this guy reoccurs in all of her dreams, and then one day she bumps into the guy in real life, and so the story goes on. It's not predictable. It's not like, oh, and they fall in love, and they do fall in love, but it's really enjoyable to read. It's a good book. I like it. The next book is Fangirl by Rowell. I heard about this book a while ago and I heard quite a few good things about it, so when I kind of went on Amazon and brought some new books, it was one of the first that I chose. And it's about a girl who, she's grown up with her twin sister and she's kind of led quite a quiet life, and now she's going to uni and she's having to split off from her twin sister and find new friends and kind of start her own life, and it's really interesting because it's kind of about her coming to terms with that, and yes, again, there's romance in there. I do like a romance novel, but it's not all about her and the guy. It is more about her kind of getting used to university life and living away from home, and it's really interesting. It's set in America. It is an American book, but it's still really good. And yeah, it looks like a massive book, but I actually got through it really quickly because it's quite an easy book to just read through. I found it a bit different because it's not wrote in first person, and I've been used to reading books wrote in first person. But once I kind of got used to it, it was really enjoyable to read. I really loved it. And it's also got, which I find really cool, let me find an example now. It's got like these little, in between the chapters, it's got a little quote from either because the girl writes fan fiction, so it's either from her story or from the books that she reads, which I just think is really nice. It kind of makes the book seem a bit more realistic and, you know, adds a little bit more to the story and to the characters. So yeah, it's a really good book. Really did enjoy that one. The next book I read was Paper Towns by John Green. I read The Fault in Our Stars and I really loved it, and ever since I kind of wanted to read more John Green books, and Paper Towns, oh gosh, I dropped it. Paper Towns was at the top of that list because it just sounded really fun and interesting. And it's about a girl who she's really adventurous and she goes missing and she leaves clues for her next door neighbour to find. That's basically the storyline. But it's really unpredictable and interesting and enjoyable, and like you really get engaged in the storyline, wanting to find out actually what's happening next, what's going on. It is really enjoyable. And the other thing is the way John Green writes as an author. It makes it really easy to read and really enjoyable to read itself, despite even forgetting the storyline. Just the way it's wrote is really enjoyable. So I really enjoy John Green as an author. I've said enjoy way too many times. I do kind of want to watch the film now, because there is a film version of this, and I still haven't watched the film from The Fault in Our Stars. So if you think that I should, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I really enjoy this book. I really enjoy John Green. And there's quite a few books that he's wrote that I'm tempted to read now, because I've really enjoyed his books so far. The final book is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I have only just started reading this book, as you can see, but I've enjoyed it so far. It's really interesting. It's about the story of a girl who learns to live from a boy who wants to die. And so far what I've read, the characters seem really interesting, and there's a lot of story there, and I'm excited to find that out, what that story is and what the kind of what's behind these characters. I think that's what makes a book good, is that there's some depth to the characters, and there's definitely depth to these characters, so I'm excited to read on and kind of discover them more. I've literally read like two chapters, but I'm enjoying it already, so I'm looking forward to carrying on reading this book. Yes. So that's it, that's all the books. I just thought I'd share them with you because they are really interesting, and I recommend all of them. I will leave all the names and authors down in the description box if you have forgotten any of them or want to search them. The best place, although it's nice to go into a bookstore and smell all the books and look at all the books, Amazon have a really good deal where if you spend more than £10 you get free delivery. So I spent just over £10. I got 3 books and I didn't have to pay for delivery, which I think is really good. I'm not sponsored, by the way, just saying. But yeah, so if you're looking for somewhere to buy books, Amazon's good, like it's nice and cheap. And yeah, I recommend all of those books if you're looking for anything new to read. They're all kind of a little bit romancy, but they're not completely based on the romance if that's not kind of what you're interested in. But I do love a bit of romance in a story, so but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the books that I featured, and yeah, I shall see you next time. Bye.